Hi, this is Dave. Today we're going to talk about a Nikon Coolpix L22 display replacement. We were on a cruise recently. We dropped it from about 30 inches and the display broke. Does your display look like the one above? Hope not. But anyway, replacement is really simple. One of the things I did was I noticed before I went shopping for it on eBay, it said make sure that you had the plug-in type and not the solder type. So I took it apart, which you can see how to do in my previous video on replacing the broken battery door. Anyway, I ordered a replacement. It came in. Everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and put it in now. And you see there's a little white connector that's a slip-in type. There's a little, if you lift the plastic door above it, it'll just pull right out very easily. You shouldn't have to pull on it at all. And then at that point, you just plug the new one in, pick up the battery, the display background there. That's that big piece of metal. It's held in place with 4 screws. Put that piece of metal back in place. And the screwdriver I'm using, by the way, is a Phillips 000. It's a very, very small screwdriver. But don't try to use anything bigger. You'll just strip the screws. There are 4 screws that hold that cover in place. And as typically, I use a magnet to make sure I don't lose my screws, which is always a good thing to do. And these screws are nice and bright and shiny. They appear to be stainless, but they are magnetic, so the stainless content is mostly steel. At that point, get these things back in. There's no padding. There's nothing extraordinary like that. Okay, once you've got this cover back in place, it's strictly a matter of folding the display back over, snapping it in place. There are tabs on all 4 sides of this holder that it locks into place on. That's the only attachment it really has to the camera. At that point, pick up the back of the camera, snap it into place. You should hear some clicks. There are some plastic tabs on it. The next thing you want to do is install the 6 screws holding the back onto the case. There's 2 on each side, on each end. There's 2 on the bottom. Screw those in. Now, you're not trying to torque these things down so that they break anything. You just want to put them in so they're snug fits and they won't come loose. After all, this is plastic into plastic. And you want to be careful that you don't strip the screws. I mean, this camera is not the most, it's not designed for heavy duty construction, so it's fairly fragile. I've never had a camera break like this one has so far, but we'll see how it pans out. Anyway, once you get those screws back in, turn it on. Yep, there's a display. That's a good sign. And there's a picture of me holding the other display in front of it. That's pretty much all there is to it. At that point, you're done. You saved yourself a bunch of money, and you hopefully learned something in the process. This is Dave at Single Family Home Remodeling. Come visit us again. Thank you.